The celebration of Christmas intertwines religious significance with cultural customs. However, a closer inspection reveals that many cherished traditions associated with this festive season lack direct biblical basis. From the origins of the Christmas tree to the figure of Santa Claus, these customs have evolved over time, drawing from diverse sources that extend beyond the biblical narrative of Christ's birth. The Christmas tree. One of the most iconic symbols of Christmas, the decorated evergreen tree, traces its roots to pagan rituals rather than biblical accounts. The ancient Romans, Egyptians, and Druids revered evergreen trees as symbols of life and fertility, often decorating them during winter festivals to ward off evil spirits. The incorporation of this tradition into Christmas dates back to the Middle Ages, when Christians began adopting and adapting pagan customs to attract and integrate non-Christian communities. While the Bible doesn't mention the use of Christmas trees in commemorating Christ's birth, Christians adopted this practice, overlaying it with their own symbolism. The evergreen tree eventually became associated with everlasting life and the eternal presence of Christ, despite its non-biblical origins. Santa Claus. The beloved figure of Santa Claus, with his iconic red suit and jovial demeanor, represents generosity and gift-giving during the Christmas season. However, the modern-day Santa Claus is an amalgamation of various cultural influences, primarily stemming from the historical figure of St. Nicholas, a Christian bishop known for his kindness and generosity to the poor. The Santa Claus we recognize today, though, draws heavily from folklore and secular stories rather than biblical narratives. The portrayal of Santa Claus as a jolly man residing in the North Pole, riding a sleigh pulled by reindeer, is a product of myths and commercialization. This character evolved over centuries, borrowing elements from different cultures and traditions, ultimately diverging from its original religious roots. Gift-giving. The act of giving gifts during Christmas mirrors the biblical story of the three wise men presenting gifts to the infant Jesus. However, the tradition of exchanging gifts during the holiday season has expanded far beyond this biblical reference. The modern-day emphasis on lavish gift-giving, often centered around consumerism and materialism, strays from the biblical essence of generosity and selflessness. While the biblical narrative promotes the value of giving with heartfelt sincerity and compassion, the commercialized aspect of gift-giving during Christmas has veered away from this foundational principle, focusing more on material possessions and economic transactions. In conclusion, many cherished Christmas traditions have strayed from their biblical origins, incorporating elements from diverse cultural, historical, and mythical sources. While these traditions may lack direct biblical basis, they have become integral parts of the festive season for many, blending religious symbolism with cultural customs. It's crucial to acknowledge the evolving nature of traditions and their ability to adapt to changing times and contexts. Despite their non-biblical origins, these traditions often hold deep sentimental value and contribute to the spirit of joy, unity, and generosity associated with Christmas. Ultimately, the essence of Christmas lies not solely in adherence to strict biblical customs, but in the spirit of love, compassion, and goodwill towards others, embodying the core teachings of the Christian faith. As society continues to celebrate this season, understanding the diverse origins of traditions can foster a deeper appreciation for the multifaceted nature of Christmas festivities. As believers in Jesus Christ, it is important to be aware of the differences between what the Bible says and what society has influenced through the course of time. Spreading love, joy, and kindness is a huge part of the gospel. But let us be careful. Let us pursue understanding, seeking God's view above anyone else's. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't want you to miss out on future uploads. Until next time, take care.